This is fucking humiliating. Okay. First of all, I want to shout out Boys for Life. Um, what am I shouting you out for? I want to shout out Jonathan Gannon. Jonathan Gannon, this is all your fault, bro. You see what they put me through? Listen, man, I gotta do this for 2 live streams, 3 to be exact. I don't care as long as I can get the hell over with this shit. We fine. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of Cowboy fans. You know what? It, when we congratulate Cowboy fans, you see the difference between Eagle fans and Cowboy fans. See, Cowboy fans love to rub it in. They love to rub it in. But when it's their turn, they want to sit there and say we barely beat their backup. But we are the best fans that we give them the respect. They are what I call the most irritating, annoying fans I've ever seen in my life. Talking about, oh, we exposed you. Well, we exposed your defense. Let's remember Devontae Smith almost has 1,000 yards receiving thanks to y'all sorry ass defense. And I just want to point out this: Minshew wasn't great at all yesterday. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was not a fan of Minshew's playing yesterday. If you got Jalen Hurts in this game, man, Jalen Hurts wins this football game. No question about it. We wouldn't be talking about Cowboy stickers on my face today. Also, we wouldn't be talking about it. Jonathan Gannon actually had a good adjustment and knew exactly how to call a game plan to save his life. But it is what it is. Oh, is it the end of the world, Eagle fans? Not really. It really isn't the end of the world because we still got one more game we can definitely win. We still control our destiny. We know that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this game on Sunday versus Saints. We're going to win that game. No question about it. Merry Christmas, Austin Sports. Definitely Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying? But I hate Cowboy fans. I hate them with fucking passion. You know, their fan base is so fucking annoying. And you know what? You can't even say congratulations on a win. It's, oh, Dak owns you. Well, here's the difference. You ready for it? Jalen Hurts owns the Dallas Cowboys because you haven't beat them this year yet. And I can't wait to reverse y'all again because we're going to send your asses home if you play us again. If you have Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts, I promise you, there are going to be a lot of Cowboy fans crying. There are going to be a lot of Cowboy fans crying. And that's what they don't understand. These Cowboy fans run around here hyping up Dak Prescott's record. Well, one of them beat a backup. One of them beat Minshew. One of them beat Minshew. You have not versed Jalen Hurts with Dak Prescott yet. And I can't wait. I hope to God that y'all get past the divisional round and not get bounced out like you always do, like the sorry ass, scrub ass team that you are. Because you Cowboy fans, man, you know, this is your Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie. It's just like the Commanders Super Bowl. This is your Super Bowl, Cowboy fans. You know what I'm saying? This is your Super Bowl. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. You're not winning the division though. You're not going to the Super Bowl though. You're not going to see an FC championship though. But enjoy it. I'm gonna laugh when you get bounced out because you fan base are laughing and giggling and hyping it up like y'all won a Super Bowl. You beat a backup. Let's be real. Like y'all said about Cooper Rush, and you made a big deal out of that. And listen, I'm not making excuses. Minshew did not play his best. We gave you props, but I'm not going to be nice anymore. Just like when you talk about what you see what a real quarterback is, you didn't see the real quarterback in Philly yet, but you're going to find out. Let's play the Cowboys in the NFC Championship, and hopefully we get to see a real lockdown game. Because I promise you, you aren't that team that you are, Dallas. You aren't that team that you are. Let me fix these stickers on my face. Absolutely humiliated. Fuck John again. Fuck his sorry ass scheme. Fuck the dude in pink. Fuck the dude in purple. Fuck anybody who supports Jonathan Gannon. He's absolutely 100% garbage. I can't stand that smuck. Every time I look at him, I want to punch him in his face. He did this to me. He did this to me. And all he had to do was win one fucking game. And that guy sucks as a defense coordinator. So now I got to pay my respect to Boys for Life because I lost my 16-1 bet, which I'm not mad. Listen, I'm here to pay my respects. When I make a bet, I honor it. I'm a real man. I leave my bets to be decide what happens. And if I lose my bet, I'm here to pay for it. Let me turn on this light so y'all can see my beautiful cowboy face. You know what I'm saying? Which is the most disgusting. I feel like throwing up right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't decide to wear Cowboys jersey instead of sticker. I'd rather wear stickers on my face. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta turn my PS4 so I can turn on this light. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. You know what I'm saying? This is why you get a YouTube, a whole studio right here. You know what I'm saying? Respect to you, bro. I appreciate it. This is so fucking torturous. Jonathan Gannon, you fucking suck, dude. I hate you, man. I really do. I hope to God Jonathan Gannon got strangled by a bunch of midgets at a fucking Philadelphia station, at a fucking Philly train station. I really hope that he got strangled by a bunch of fucking midgets because he absolutely deserved it. You suck as a goddamn defensive coordinator. You're fucking horrible. I don't know how anybody would think that you should be qualified to be a head coach, but you suck ass as a defensive coordinator. You don't know how to use your players. You cannot tell me this guy is a good defensive coordinator. This man allowed a team that absolutely got humiliated by the Texans to walk in on Christmas Eve and steal your presents, and you did nothing. You're soft. You're weak. You go to McDonald's, you have a sweet iced tea and hash browns. You don't deserve to be in Philadelphia. Matter of fact, I hope the guy that made you walk instead of take a flight with the other team. You and Josiah Scott, and who the other one? Who's the other one that was bad? Darius Slay, yeah, you weren't good either, but we're gonna let you slide. But you and Josiah Scott, you should be walking. I want you to feel the pain as you walk, because I feel the pain when I'm wearing these. This is sad, man. I hate this. It's so embarrassing. And Jonathan Gannon every time does this to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad this is his fucking last year. Next year, hopefully, we can get a better defense coordinator. But listen, we got one more game. It's not the end of the world. We still can control our destiny. You know what I'm saying? Dallas, on the other hand, can't control their destiny. They got to hope Philadelphia struggles against the Saints. That's not going to happen. We're going to beat the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Good news is we might get Jalen Hurts back. Please, God. Fucking annoying. But we get Jalen Hurts back. Hopefully Max is okay. Hopefully Lane Johnson is good. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not mad that we lost. I'm not mad the way we lost. I am mad the way we lost because we should have won this game. I'm not mad per se how we played. I'm mad the mistakes that we committed. The Cowboys didn't win this game. Let's be real. The Cowboys won this game because the Eagles shot themselves for the foot. Y'all won this game because we shot ourselves for the foot. And at the same time, the Cowboys capitalized. You know why? I give them respect for that one. They did what they wanted to do. We had no answer. But listen, let's not act like the Cowboys defense was elite either. Devontae Smith was balling out yesterday. Balling out. 1,000 yards in receiving, the second player since A.J. Brown. So, I hear a lot of, there's some Cowboy fans that congratulate me, and there's some ones who are assholes. And the ones who are assholes, there you go. That's for y'all. I hope you have a rotten Christmas. I hope that Grinch stole your Christmas presents. I hope to God that your whole house, listen, I wish nothing but the worst for y'all. Jonathan, again, I hope you have a horrible Christmas too. You don't deserve a Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I hope like I said, I hope midgets strangled you in a fucking airport as you walked out Dallas Stadium. You got strangled by a bunch of midget Eagle fans / Eagle fans just start beating the shit at you like the sorry bum that you are. You suck as a goddamn defense coordinator. I don't know how anybody can sit there and say you're qualified to be a head coach. If anybody wants to take Jonathan Gannon, please. Because he sucks ass, dude. He's horrible. He's horrible. He's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Third and 30. Whatever You had a chance to get off the field. 3rd and 30. I never heard that in my fucking life. But Gannon, you somehow did that. Someone please tell me why Josiah Scott is still in this role. I had to go back and watch the game. And let me tell you something. My blood pressure went all the way to fuck up watching that game. It was bad. I saw Mitchell making so many crucial mistakes. One of them would have been a touchdown. If we had Jalen Hurts in this game does not get close. It's no question about it. You wouldn't be able to win this game with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a superstar. I've been saying this. Everybody tell me I'm crazy. Jalen Hurts would have won this game for us, man. We would have won this game. Because Minshew, there's a reason why he's a backup, man. Mitch is a great backup, but he's not a number one quarterback. I don't think he could start for another team. I think he's a good backup, rotational player. Like I think he's a good backup, a third string quarterback. But I don't think he could start for a team, especially can't start for the Eagles. If Jalen Hurts goes down, we're in trouble. And you saw yesterday, we're in trouble without him, right? Like I'm begging Jalen Hurts to come back. He's not a Nick Foles. He can't save a fucking season. Like, I'm really, really, really so glad that Jalen Hurts hopefully comes back to this game because let me tell you, we need him. And hopefully we get Chauncey Gardner Jr. back. I don't know what the update on that. Gannon isn't horrible, but he's horrible. Jaden Christ, we ain't gonna act like Gannon's not horrible. Gannon's horrible. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Gannon's fucking trash. I have no confidence in him at all. Every time he loses a player, he loses his brain cells. I lose my brain cells watching his performance as a defense coordinator because again, 3rd down and 30 or 15, whatever the fuck it was, you should never let T.Y. Hilton wide the hell open like that. That game should have been over by then. But Gannon somehow makes things pulls a rabbit out of his ass, and too bad it's not a rabbit that we want. It's a rabbit that has a foot up her asses because that's what it was. It was a foot up her ass, and it was a lucky rabbit foot up her ass because it gave the Cowboys a W. Because he sucks as the defense coordinator. He's terrible. Explain to me why Josiah Scott, a nickel corner who's absolutely 100% trash can, okay, doesn't deserve to be in the freaking NFL in the first place, should be at a sanitation department scrubbing fucking toilets or be a janitor scrubbing toilets and fucking sinks. Why is he versing a guy like CeeDee Lamb? As soon as Maddox come down, which Maddox is, I ain't gonna lie to you, is becoming more injury prone. I'm all for drafting a cornerback next year if he cannot stay upright. We get paid the big bucks, and you can't be eligible to play because you always have something. Now it's his turf toe. What's next? He has a bruised pinky. He's going out for 4 or 5 weeks with a bruised pinky, a bruised thumb. Come on, man. It's crazy. Gannon is horrible, man. He's one of the worst defense coordinators. I don't care what the stats says. He's freaking trash. I don't like his scheme. I never did. I'm so glad next year, hopefully he's gone. I'll celebrate. I'll throw a pizza party. I'll throw a cupcake party. Y'all invited. The Gannon fans, y'all invited too. You can watch your defense coordinator go somewhere else and screw up another organization. And maybe they'll convert a third down and 30 on a goddamn game on the line of the game. Maybe they'll convert a 3rd down and 30, which I never heard that in my fucking life, but I heard it yesterday. And it freaking irritated me. And the more and more I watched it, the more and more I want to vomit. Because it should never happened. Because Gannon is a horrible, terrible defensive coordinator who is literally definitely rode the short school bus at a time he grew up. He never rode. See, there's people who ride the big buses, the big huge bus. Gannon wasn't one of them. He rode the short school buses, and he had a blue cap on his head, and he went to school with people just like him. That's why he wears sunglasses on his eyes. I don't care who's offended. I hate this dude. Like I said, I hope a bunch of midgets at the airport strangle this motherfucker into a coma. I hate him. I can't stand them. And I don't care who's offended. Well, I don't wish death on anybody. When I get angry, I don't care what I say. It comes out. So if you don't like it, unsubscribe. Because I'm gonna say what the hell I want. Gannon is horrible. I hate his scheme. I don't think he has a person. I don't think we have the personnel to lead us to a Super Bowl. We need a perfect defense to have that. Gannon is not going to win us a championship with a roster like this. He needs everything around him for him to be better. And that's sad. I just watched Dan Quinn have Vaneres out, all the defensive players he had out, 2 starting cornerbacks out, and they were able to stop her. But we can't stop the other opposing team with Maddox and Chauncey Gardner Jr. out. We need them all. That shows you a good defense corner, and that's between a good defense corner and not a good defense corner. Gannon is terrible. I don't care about the stats. I look at production. And I see a guy who struggles to make adjustments when he needs to, or chooses not to, because he's selfish. He's an absolute idiot. And this is the reason why I'm wearing cowboy stickers on my face, because he sucks as a defense coordinator, and he didn't do his job like he was supposed to yesterday. Explain to me why you playing zone against a quarterback that destroys teams in zone. It makes no sense. But this is Gannon we're talking about. The guy that rode the short school bus. We can't be doing this in the playoffs, man. No, we can't. We're going to want to. If we do this in the playoffs, man, you don't need to worry about Super Bowl. You don't need to worry about Super Bowl. But like I said, we just need one more game, man. And hopefully we're healthy. Maybe it's a short week. But I'm not going to sit there and act like I don't have any confidence. I don't have any confidence in Gannon. Gannon, that was a final straw, man. Gannon is absolutely piss poor. Minshew, I don't want to hear about him being starting. He's not starting quarterback. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not a fan of Minshew. Minshew doesn't give me the eye test to say, oh, he's a franchise guy. If Jalen Hurts goes down, we can trust him. No, I can't trust Minshew. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some throws that I'm like, what are you doing? Even the last play, man, you throw that ball a little bit up and you throw it to A.J. Brown's, you have accuracy and you're able to hit A.J., that's a touchdown. You throw it up to A.J., he's going to go up and get it. Mitchell was shy in the pocket. He looked scared in the pocket. He didn't look confident. His throws were off point sometimes. I'm not going to sit there and bullshit with you. He was absolutely 100% not good yesterday. He didn't do enough to win the game. 2 turnovers. That's not a confident quarterback that I can say, okay, can lead me to a promised land. If Jalen Hurts goes down, we don't got that Nick Foles savior that's going to come in there and clean up the bullshit. That's not Minshew. I hope all the players from the Eagles that get hurt are okay. Injuries suck. Yeah, it absolutely does, man. Yes, he's not a starting quarterback, but he did make some crucial mistakes. He made a bunch of them. And there was one dummy in the comments telling me, "Oh, Minshew was a better quarterback." What, what world do you fucking live in? Minshew was not even close to Jalen Hurts. If anybody who thinks that he's close to Jalen Hurts right now would be leading as an MVP candidate right now. Minshew is nowhere near. Y'all need to stop saying that, man. I don't know who told you that, but that's not true. What we saw yesterday. All you had to do was blitz Minshew. He got scared in the pocket. He couldn't deliver. Y'all, some of you Eagle fans are stupider as a goddamn fucking rock, man. Y'all need to stop watching football. If you're going to sit there and say that Minshew looked like a better quarterback than... Come on, man. Come on. We're not going to do that. We're not going to sit there and play dumb like that, man. You can't be serious. You know what I'm saying? But we got people like that. You know what I'm saying? Probably Cowboy fans. You know what I'm saying? They happy. They happy they beat us. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You got your win. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take that away from you. You did what you wanted to do. I like my setup, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell isn't better than Hurts. Like, what are people saying? Well, there's a bunch of people saying in the comments. The same ones who think the NFL is rigged, which is dumb too. You know what I'm saying? Because if NFL is rigged, yeah, they're gonna they wrote a piece of paper and they wrote a play and they decide when to hit or not. Come on, man, stop. It's not WWE. They don't pretend to hit people. Okay, Minshew isn't better than I agree. I mean, it's stupid, man. He's not starting quarter, but he did make some crucial mistakes. But this game wasn't on. Oh no, part of it was him. Part of it was him. It was part of on Minshew, and it was mostly on Gannon. It was mostly on Gannon. I mean, when you got a number one cornerback, why are you not letting the cornerback follow the number one wide receiver? Why do you have Josiah Scott, who absolutely sucks donkey nipples, be on CD Lamb? They put him on the slot receiver for a reason because they knew Maddox once he went down, they knew Josiah Scott was food. I don't get that. I don't understand that. That's not good defense coordinator right there. You know what I'm saying? That's not even smart intelligence right there. I mean, that's not even smart intelligence right there. Let me get closer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you can see my cowboy stickers on my face. The fucking, you know what I'm saying? Jonathan, again, I hate you, man. Fuck you, dude. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Mitchell isn't better than Hurts. Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on, man. I mean, the guy's been a problem, man. He's been a thorn up my ass. And, you know, every time we give him more players, he finds a way to fuck around, man. I mean, we're not going to fire him. That's just not going to happen. But my hope is Gannon gets the flu and he gets sick and he has to miss some games. And hopefully those games will be in the playoffs when we really need a good defense corner to step up. I'm hoping that Gannon gets the flu. I really hope that he is so sick that he can't come to Philadelphia and perform. That we actually get a maybe assistant defense coordinator. Maybe he'll be much better. That's my hope. Now, do I think it'll happen? No, probably not. I don't get luck. Okay, I get bad luck. As you see right here, I get bad luck. If the NFL was rigged, Tom Brady would make every year, which he. Listen, man, we're not going to talk about conspiracy theories, man. That's not what I'm even talking about. We can talk about it another time, man. But I agree. I mean, people say everything. Listen, people think the Earth is round. We're not going. I mean, the Earth is flat. We're not going to discuss those people. If they want to believe what they want to believe, I can't take that away from them. But I could tell you you're a moron, and I could tell you how I feel. You know what I'm saying? You're allowed to have your opinion. I'm allowed to have my opinion. You're a fucking idiot if you think that. You know what I'm saying? And you need to get your head checked. You need to go to the nearest mental health clinic. You need to go find a psychiatrical ward to take you, and you need to take yourself there and keep those thoughts away from society. You know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts to you. And you don't have to like it, and I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? This is humiliating. This is so embarrassing. I fucking hate it. Take a picture, take whatever you want. It'll last. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the last time I ever make this bet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, I won't. I'm a guy that always will make these bets, man. I love doing this. You know what I'm saying? I love putting cowboy stickers on my fucking face. Yeah, I love doing that shit. Yeah, it makes me feel better. It was a joke. It wasn't funny though, but it was a joke. Um, it is. It was the Minshew is throw was dumb picks. Mitch is my boy Way Hine tomorrow is going to be talking about how Mitch is good, and I'm going to debate him because I don't think he's good. You know, so my shout out to my boy Way Hiding. Don't worry, Hiding with the Champ podcast will be back tomorrow, and I'm gonna be wearing this again because I got two more live streams to make. So this is my first one. I got two more to make. Paying boys for life respect. I hope nobody got Miles Sanders jersey. Oh fuck me, man. Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Listen, man. Dude. Miles. Come on, man. You doing me like that, Bobby. You doing me like that, Bobby. Bobby, you do me like that. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, man. My boy Miles Sanders. Come on, bro. Man. Ah. I wouldn't be too much on him with the fumble, man. I mean, it should never came up to that. Honestly, it should have never came up to that. I mean, I don't know what to say anymore, man. It's, dude, what are we doing as an Eagles team, man? How do we go from? I don't know, man. You know, so I don't know how you can sit there and say Gannon you can trust him after his pathetic performance that he had versus Dallas. You know what I'm saying? This is a division rival. You have every chance to clinch home field advantage. And you fucking stink. You poop the bed. You piss the bed. You piss the sheets. Matter of fact, you pissed the whole fucking bed frame. You pissed everything around. You know what I'm saying? You didn't aim to the toilet. You pissed on the toilet seat. You didn't do enough to win the game. And you know the shit that he called are the same shit that I've been screaming that you can't do. Is he going to respect a guy like Mahomes and Burrow if we make the Super Bowl? Imagine what they're going to do to us. I don't even want to think like that. But this is bad, man. This is bad, and this is Gannon stupidity 101. But everybody, you know, people on Instagram or Twitter telling me, oh, you're just a hater of Gannon. You're this and that. Do I look like a hater now? I'm sure there are gonna be a million excuses why Gannon lost his game. Oh, because his players were out, man. Easy one. You gotta understand. No, I don't gotta understand shit. You gotta understand he fucking sucks as defense corner. That's the only thing you gotta understand. See, I know my football. You know what I'm saying? What is wrong with this shit, man? I still gotta set this up. There you go. Tilted like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna understand shit. Because at the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles should not be losing this way. You know what I'm saying? You got Josiah Scott on CD Lamb. Why? 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 I mean, what is the point of having a slot corner who absolutely should not be playing it? Like I said, he should be at the sanitation department doing whatever he needs to do over there. Keep him away from the Eagles, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for getting a Cravon LeBlanc. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. I'm all for doing everything I can to get away from Scott because he's absolutely horrible. The man can't cover. The man is bad at. I mean, he I don't see anybody that says, I don't see anything that says, oh, he can start just in case Max go down. And you know what? We got to talk about Max, man. If Max keeps playing like this and he keeps going down like this, I'm all for drafting another corner. Because again, when our corners, Max goes down, our whole defense falls apart. This is the second year that he's been injured. Last year he was injured, battling injuries. This year we think he's healthy. He comes back off getting paid, and he gets injured two times. This is the second time he's injured this year. You can't do that. We need you the most. You know, especially the Cowboys game. He would have been huge. You know what I'm saying? Because heaven forbid, can we have Scott to cover? Yeah. Miss Bergane 31, shout out to you. Merry Christmas. Absolutely. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Shout out to BG31 and this channel, man. Yeah. And I'm sick to my stomach that we lost the way we did. I hope nobody got a Miles Sanders jersey for Christmas because he'll be gone after this season. Bobby, come on, man. Come on. We can't put that on Miles Sanders. How about the fact that Boston Scott was fumbling? But again, I mean, how can I blame Miles Sanders when he's not getting the freaking carries? The man only had what 5 carries in the whole game. I don't care what running back you get, you're not going to give him carries, man. He's gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go somewhere else and he's gonna watch. He'll go somewhere like Buffalo and he'll ball out there. I know, man. I that would be sick to my stomach for let him go, man. Over what? We don't use him. You know what I'm saying? We don't use him at all. We allow players like Gainwell and Scott to get these touches, man. You know what I'm saying? And these fucking stickers are fucking irritating, dude. I'm not part of my language, but I'm really getting irritated with this. I'm so glad. Hopefully this bet's over. I got 2 more lashings. I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? Boys for Life. Shout out to you for this bet, man. This is so humiliating. It's something funny. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather wear a Cowboys jersey and just get the hell over with this. But this is worse. You know what I'm saying? It's not stickers. This is a piece of paper taped on. Nah, never mind. It's still stickers. Corner boy flag. No, let's say. Both Scott Brown. Jeez. But Boss Scott pisses me off yesterday, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with him. You know what I'm saying? You can't fumble. You can't fumble. You're in the goal line. You're fumbling. You're fumbling. Keep your ball in your hands. If the ball is tucked in here, you know what I'm saying? If the ball is tucked in here, that ball should not be coming out. The fact that you have the ball should be tucked in, man. Like I said, I don't care at this point. Throw snowballs at them, throw sticks, pebbles, whatever you need to do at them. Tell them to keep the ball in their hands. There should be a drill going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time the ball comes out of your hands, you need to do some push-ups. Just do something like that because they keep on fumbling the freaking ball. And I keep on getting bets like this to lose. I blame this mostly on this is the Gannon bet that I lost. This is on Jonathan Gannon. He's absolutely horrible. What's the last shot to you? I know you're enjoying this. It hurts me. It hurts me and I'm wearing this sorry ass star on my face. I wish it was you wearing Eagle stickers, man. But it is what it is. Listen. I ride with my team. I die with my team. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's enjoying it. I know he is. He's definitely enjoying it. Why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? He loves torturing his fellow rivals, man. He loves doing that shit. Boston Scott fumbled bad and then Sanders fumbled. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I mean that you're not winning games like that. You're not winning games like that. They're not gonna win games like that. That's not Super Bowl contenders right there. That's play to lose. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't have came down to that. Because I blame mostly on his defense. If you don't convert the third and 30, whatever that long ass pass from Dak to T.Y. Hilton was, we don't talk about all this fumbling shit, man. Sanders had 21 carries yesterday for 65 yards, and he can't break tackles for shit. Then fumbles on top of it. I listen. I like Sanders, man. I don't want him to go, bro. Like Sanders to me is so good, man. Like I think you're underestimating how much Sanders means to this team, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we could bring him on a cheap deal, I bring him back. Because I'm not a fan of Gainwell. I don't see anything in Gainwell that says, he's definitely a franchise running back because Sanders goes away in free agency. No. None of these running backs coming out next year, even B. John Robinson, I'm not a fan of. I don't see a running back that says, he's going to be a Saquon Barkley type running back. He's going to be a legit star in the NFL. I don't see that next year in the draft. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not a fan of these running backs next year. I'm not going to lie to you. What's the point of drafting a running back? We don't run the football anyway. Let's just be the Bills from now on. Let's just pass. That's all we do. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in drafting running backs. We don't run the fucking ball. How are you going to get mad at a running back when he's not getting the carries that he needs? Miles Sanders doesn't just need 21 carries. He needs about 40 to 55 to be somewhat what he is. We should be a running team, a balanced team, an offense that runs and passes. And we're not even running the ball with our number one running back. You see Gainwell, you see Scott, man. Those two can't even hit holes either. So we're going to let Miles Sanders go, and then let's let those other two go because they're not doing anything. I'm just being real with you. You can't put that on Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, to me, is not the problem. Your OC is calling these plays. Remember, Nick Sonney gave Shane Steichen the play call now. He gave him the duties. He gave him the play calling duties. So when Miles Sanders is only getting 21 carries, it's not enough for a running back. Miles Sanders should be having at least 20 to 25 carries per game. At the minimum, at least 30. There's no way you should be feeding your running back only 21 carries. And if he's 65 yards, He broke some plays, man. Like you're underestimating Miles Sanders, man. You're underestimating what this guy means for this team. And I think if we lose him, that's going to be huge for us, man. Because I don't see any running back doing what Miles Sanders is doing. Miles is going to go somewhere else. He's going to dominate. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? You give him more than 25 carries, he gets injured too. What are you talking about? Listen. He ran for 1,000 yards versus the Giants game. I don't think you're watching Miles Sanders, dude. I don't think you're watching this team. Miles Sanders has not even been injured yet this year. I think you can give him more carries, and I think he can carry the load. Miles Sanders hasn't got injured yet this year. So you're going to just draft another running back? It makes no sense. Because we don't even run the football anyway. What's the point of drafting a running back when you don't even use your 1,000-yard Pro Bowl running back? If he wasn't so good, why is he a Pro Bowler? And make that make sense for me. He's a Pro Bowl running back. So he must have done something right. I think his vision got a little bit better this year. I really do. And he's only, 24 years old? Yeah, because they keep his carries low. Okay, Bobby. Okay. All right. Okay. No, I think you're underestimating Miles Sanders, man. I really do. I don't think you're giving Miles Sanders enough credit that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? It's hard when you don't get the carries that you're supposed to get. It's hard in the league when you're not getting the carries that you're supposed to. Am I saying Miles Sanders the greatest running back? Am I saying no? I'm not. But Miles Sanders is a guy that if you lose, I don't know if you recover from it. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand Miles Sanders is not just a running back. He can catch out the back. You can do so many things with him. He's special, man. And if you lose him, that's huge, man. Because what happens if you go somewhere like the Giants or the Commanders? I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. We're not even gonna talk about it, man. You know what? Maybe listen. It is what it is. Yeah, because they keep his carries low. Again, 20 to 26 carries, 25 carries is not enough for a running back. They're keeping his carries low. That's disrespectful to Miles Sanders. I want him getting as much carries as possible. Feed Booby Sanders, man. Feed him. Gainwell's not helping you either. I mean, 1,000 yard and 10 TDs for Sanders ain't nothing to scuff at. No, it's not. And that's what I don't get. I mean, he has 1,000 yards on the season. 10 plus TDs for Sanders ain't nothing to scuff. Exactly. Henry is also special. Yeah, I mean, Henry's a different running back than Miles Sanders, but I agree. Miles Sanders to me is a legit running back that I don't know how you can replace. No one's doing that at a high level like Miles Sanders is doing. You got to be one of the special talent to do that. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say, okay, fuck it, just let him walk, and then go what? Draft another running back? Y'all want B.J. Robinson? What's he gonna do? We're not running the football anyway. We don't run our running backs, and the running backs we run don't are not our number one running back. What happens when he fumbles? Are you going to stop giving up? You going to give up on him? We're going to keep drafting running backs until we find the right one? Come on, man. Come on, bro. You can't give up on a running back off one bad fumble, man. You know what I'm saying? This is his first what? His second fumble of the year. Now I get it's a perfect, a crucial game versus Dallas, but listen, it should never came down to that. If your defense make the stops and you're able to get the ball back for your offense, you're able to capitalize. There's no reason why you put it in Miles Sanders' hands and he coughs up the football. We wouldn't be talking about that. I'm just saying. So I mean, I agree a certain point, Bobby, but I disagree. I think you don't replace a guy like Miles Sanders that easy. Miles Sanders is a guy that can go to another team and be that Pro Bowl running back that everybody wants and dreams for. You know what I'm saying? I just think you're underestimating how good Miles Sanders is for this team. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Listen, you're allowed to have your opinion. It is how you feel. I can't take that away from you. However, to me, Miles Sanders fits our offense better than somebody like Hunt or Jacobs because he gets two. I agree. I do. I like Sanders, man. I really do. Sanders just had a bad play. It happens. I agree. I've been saying this about Sanders. It's not just about his fumbles yesterday. I mean, yeah, you've been saying this, man. But listen, you can't deny the guy's success this year. He's 1,000-yard running back, man. Where have you ever seen a running back like that since what? We haven't had a running back like that since LaShawn McCoy. How do you not feed a running back that's 1,000 yards on the season? This should have been a game where you run the football. No way Mitchell should be thrown back so many times. Yet we made it like we had Jalen Hurts in the backfield. Run the ball. I don't know why we're allergic to running the ball. I feel like we're going back to Nick Sirianni's rookie years as a play calling last year where we're not running the football. Do we have to yell in the stadiums for you to run the ball? You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you run the ball, the defense is unprepared for what you're going to do because they don't know if you're going to run or pass. You got to be able to dictate a defense. If the defense is dictating you, that's a problem. That's a problem. And every time he got catches versus Dallas or carries, he was able to turn it for positive yards. So I mean, I don't know what you saw yesterday. I mean, the one fumble, yeah, but overall, I thought he was pretty good. We're just not giving him enough opportunities. I don't think he sucks in short yardage. He can't break tackles to save his life. He broke two yesterday. He broke one against Michael Parsons. He broke one against Trayvon Diggs. That play where he got the first down, he broke at least three. So I mean, I don't know what you're saying. Do I think he's the best? Is he good in short yardage? No, he's not meant for that. We should have traded for Hunt and then kept Miles Sanders. That way, this is why you need a big bruiser running back. This is why I addressed it in the trade deadline because I knew we were going to need that type of running back. I told you I'd take a LeGarrette Blount. But listen, you're not going to have LeGarrette Blount running backs anymore, man. They don't make those anymore. Those are old school running backs. And they don't last either. Look at Jordan Howard. Look at Jordan Howard. Look how he turned out. He's only, what, 26 years old? Can't even stay healthy on the field. You like all these running backs that go through defenders. These defenders are tough, man. They're not old school running backs anymore. We don't make those anymore, man. These running backs are going to be like Miles Sanders. They're going to be shifty. They're going to make people miss. That's just the way they are now. I say Sirianni just pressured. He's still a young coach, and I expect him to still have these quirks to overthrow Hurts. He'll get out of his overpasses offense to give him some time. I like Nick Sirianni. I don't have no problem with him because listen, he's not calling the plays. Shane Steichen is. Shane Steichen is calling the offensive coordinated plays. And I've been saying this a lot. I think Nick Sirianni needs to take over play calling because I'm not finishing Steichen's play calling. Sometimes I like his play calling, but sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Run the freaking ball. You know what I'm saying? We're passing on stupid situations. Run the ball. Trust Miles Sanders. Trust number 26 to get it done. If you don't got confidence in him, you're not going to help. You're not going to help Sanders' confidence at all. How are you going to have confidence in someone that you don't have confidence in? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't sit there and say Miles Sanders at fault for fumbling when you didn't have confidence in him given to him. You know what I'm saying? We need to give Miles Sanders the football more. We need to show him we believe in him. He's 1,000-yard running back, a Pro Bowler. He's the best running back right now in the game. If you want to be real, who's better than him? Go ahead, Bobby. Who's better than him right now? Who's better than him? Saquon? No. Who's better than Miles Sanders right now? Who would you rather have over Miles Sanders? The only one that I might have over him is Pollard and Zeke. Who is better than Miles Sanders right now that you'd rather have? I want to hear that because I can argue that you don't want those guys. First seed is still ours. But I agree we should have traded for Hunt. Yeah, I mean, I would have given him a fourth round pick to get Hunt, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Aaron does need to take over some of the calls. I agree. Not having a shortage running back is going to come back to bite us in the ass come the playoff time. But not running your number one running back again bites in you in the ass. The Cowboys defense was not good against the run. Josh Jacobs? Really? Bobby, he doesn't have the yards that Sanders does. Josh Jacobs doesn't fit this offense, man. I wouldn't take Josh Jacobs over Miles Sanders. No way. Not having a short yardage back is going to come. I agree, but Josh Jacobs is crazy, man. Josh Jacobs is not better than Sanders right now, man. There's no way you could say that. Yeah, Josh Jacobs is good, but he's not better than Miles Sanders, dude. I think you underestimate how good Miles Sanders is for this offense and what he provides. Did he fumble? Yes, they absolutely fumbled. But is it the end of the world? No, it's not. And am I willing? Am I willing to give up on him? If I have a chance to bring him back, I'm willing to bring him back. I will let Kenny Gainwell go before I let Miles Sanders go. Because number one, I'm not a fan of Kenny Gainwell. When I look at Kenny Gainwell, I see another shifty running back. Again, you want to talk about Miles Sanders? Well, we should get rid of Gainwell too, because he's exactly what Miles Sanders that you complain about for. He doesn't hit the holes. He's too shifty, in my opinion. And he fumbles. He's another guy that coughs up the ball. Josh Jacobs leads in league in rushing. He's not better than Sanders, man. It's no way he's better. He lead in rushing, but that don't mean he's better than Sanders. Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, and Jonathan Taylor are the only three running backs that I would take over. I agree with that one. I would take Derrick Henry over him. I think Derrick Henry's starting to become a little bit more of if you notice, he's not becoming himself. But Jonathan Taylor, I mean, right now I wouldn't take him over because he's on IR, but a healthy Jonathan Taylor, absolutely. Absolutely. Those are only guys. You know what I'm saying? But Josh Jacobs, no. No. No, I would not. Robbie Point Jacobs is really good. He's really good, but would you so let's say Miles Sanders go. Are you willing to pay Josh Jacobs? Are you willing to pay Josh Jacobs? Are you willing to pay Josh Jacobs? Are you willing to so you rather pay Josh Jacobs over Miles Sanders? I'm not. I just bring him back or running back. Miles Sanders to me fits our offense more than Josh Jacobs. I'm sorry, it does. It does. Would you get rid of Kenny Gainwell and Boston Scott? Who me? No. But like I said, if Bobby Sanders is going to talk crap about Sanders, then why don't you get rid of Gainwell and Boston Scott? I wouldn't pay any running back. So you're going to keep drafting running backs? We're going to waste every year on a running back. We're going to waste every year on a running back. Now, I disagree with that. I'm not willing to draft every year of a running back. You know, so once his rookie year coming back, you're not willing to pay him because why? Why? Miles Sanders hasn't had that much trend on the tires, man. You definitely could get at least 4 to 5 years out of him, and he's still productive. No, every 3 to 4 years. I'm not willing to do that. No, that's a waste of picks right there, man. Waste of picks, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to draft every running back because not every running back is going to be good in the league, man. What happens if that running back don't live up to the hype, man? Are you going to draft another running back? I'm not willing to do that. No, thank you. I'm willing to stick with Sanders and pay him a minimum to a 2 year deal. You know what I'm saying? If he's not willing to take it, hey, let him walk. You know what I'm saying? Go draft B. John Robinson. But I'm not willing to sign a guy like Josh Jacobs for big money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to do that. I'm willing to bring back Miles Sanders at all costs if I have to. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I'm not willing to draft a running back if I have Miles Sanders. No need to. Let him be the running back that he's supposed to be. Get a bruiser running back. Help him out. We don't help Miles Sanders out. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't really take him over Sanders because Sanders fits our offense. But I agree with that, Jaden Christ. That's exactly. I agree with that. I really do. You know what I'm saying? We're allowed our opinions. I get it. Sanders is going to accept a low 2-year deal. He better. He better. I mean, I think Sanders what I mean. He loves his team so much, like he says he does. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Where's he going to go that he's going to get that same commitment that the Eagles are going to give him? He got a potential to run it back for another Super Bowl year. I think he would take a minimum deal. I think Sanders is not that selfish like a lot of people think he is. I think he wants to come back to Philly. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. I'm going to close my camera. Shit. This cord, hold up. Oh my God. That thing got it up a little bit. Oh, come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. You gotta hold it like that. So I figure out what's the problem. There you go. There you go. There you go. Stick that like that. And let's see. There you go. Ugh. That I think Sanders either goes back to Philly on a cheat deal or goes chase a ring. Yeah, I hope she comes back to Philly. Listen, I like Sanders, man. I really do. If he fits our offense so well, how come his carries are so low? Because they're not running the football with him. Bobby, they're not even giving him enough carries. Like, you cannot sit there and say they're giving Miles Sanders a chance to be the guy. They're trusting Gainwell and Boston Scott more than Miles Sanders. Of course, he's going to get less carries, man. They don't even believe in him. How are you going to give him more carries when you're not even giving him the football? And every time he does get the football, he's at least running for what 1,000 yards on a season. Come on, you're not even making sense sometimes, buddy. Because like I respect your opinion, but at the same time, you can't hate on the guy. They're not giving him the carries. That's what I'm saying. Drafting a little run back doesn't help. We're not giving him enough carries. He's not getting the ball enough. Miles Sanders at least should have like like I said, 30 to 35 carries a game. If he's not getting that, he's not going to be in sync with the rhythm. He's going to make mistakes. He's a guy that needs a lot of attention with the football. He needs that football in his hands. Sanders gets Harley because they don't throw to him either. And it's funny because they'll throw to Gainwell, who drops easy passes too. Nate Hawk, stop running Jalen Hurts 20 times and give Miles Sanders and those carries and Jalen Hurts as his lead passer. He should only run when he needs. I agree with that statement. That's absolutely how I feel, man. I agree with that statement. Absolutely, 100%. I don't want to risk him getting injured. I don't either. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to risk Miles Sanders getting injured. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to risk him getting injured. Use Miles Sanders. Take some. Even the Bears game, man. We going to give him what 15 carries? Like that's not enough. In the hard cold, you don't even feed Miles Sanders. Not hard cold. In the cold. 15-degree weather, 12-degree weather, whatever it was. It was cold enough to run the football. One of the worst defense in the NFL to stop the run. You don't even run the football. Is that on Miles Sanders? When you have AJ Smith and Goddard, you aren't going to run it back 30 to 35 times. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? We done it before. Why wouldn't you? I'd rather run the football and not be a pass happy offense. The pass happy offense don't win you championships. Why do you think the Bills didn't go to the Super Bowl last year? Because they were pass happy. Why do you think the Bengals didn't win that Super Bowl that year? Because they were pass happy. You gotta be able to run the football. You're not gonna win games like that. You gotta be able to run the football. Run the football, then pass. I don't care about the receiving stuff. Yeah, it's flashy, but I care about W's, man. Feed Booby Sanders, man. So you drafted this guy to run the football with him. If you don't want to run the football on him, why didn't you trade him when you had a chance? You could have put him up for a trade in the trade deadline. You didn't need to keep him. I'm sure someone would have offered a pick to get him. Why didn't you keep him? So to me, the fact that we have all these running backs and we don't even use, it's a Gainwell and Boston Scott, who I don't know if they have vision or not because they don't seem to know where the holes are. Okay, Gainwell used to have vision last year. I don't know where his vision went because it's not sure hell no. It's sure hell is not where he needs to be this year. And I had so much faith in Gainwell, but he's another guy that's not hitting holes that he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Eagles want to throw the ball, and that decision comes from Lurie. Lurie don't make the decisions. Shane Steichen does. And if Lurie's making decisions, then Lurie needs to stay out of the Eagles' business and worry about being an owner. Because if that's the case, then I'm going to have issues with that. Because once again, you have an owner who's going through things that he should not be doing, and he's causing this team wins. However, Bobby, I get Lurie wants to throw, but the owner doesn't call the plays. The offense coordinator does. So he can choose to run the ball. Exactly. Exactly, man. I agree 100% what you're saying, Jaden Christ. I absolutely do. You know what I'm saying? I do. I mean, you got Shane Steichen. Shane Steichen is the guy that believes in passing all the time. That's one of the reasons why the Chargers fans were saying, listen, this guy's going to throw a lot of screens. He's going to throw a lot. You remember all that? You know what I'm saying? He's going to throw a lot of screens. He's going to throw a lot of passes. Get ready, Eagle fans. Charger fans were saying that when we hired Shane Steichen. He's going to do a lot of stupid plays. Do a lot of stupid plays. I'm not going to sit there and say that Shane Steichen's a bad offensive coordinator because he's been really good. But at the same time, his decision sometimes is absolutely 100% not good. I don't know how you don't feed a 1,000-yard running back that's been balling this season. I don't know how you don't allow a running back to catch out the backfield when he's been good since his rookie year. Out of Penn State, he's been one of the best coming out that year. You know what I'm saying? And drafting another running back when you don't even run the football, it's a wasteful pick. I still think the Eagles are a team that can be in that to be in a team to beat in the NFC East. I agree to that statement too. But listen, I think Jonathan Gannon needs to working on his. Listen, I'm not. It goes up to Jonathan Gannon too. Gannon, I'm not a fan of. His scheme is so bad. It's making his players bad too. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you shit on a carpet. Not literally, but just hear me out. And you try to bleach it, but you don't get the stain out. It still smells. And you add more perfume. You try to take away the smell. It's still shit on the carpet, and that's Gannon's system. The shit is Gannon's system. It's the carpet. It's the smell. You can put perfume. You can spray with cologne. You can do whatever you want with it. It's still going to stink because the scheme still stinks, and it's like shit on the carpet, and you can't get it out. You can try to wipe it all you want. This shit is still in the carpet, and it's not going anywhere until you actually remove it. You scrub, you get rid of the stench, and that's Gannon. And we're not doing it. All we're doing is trying to spray perfume, spray Febreze on it, spray bleach, but we're not wiping it. We're not wiping the stench. We're not wiping the germs. We're just spraying shit on it to make ourselves feel better. You know what I'm saying? To know that we got. That's the same thing how I feel about Jonathan Gannon. His scheme is horrible. Again, 3rd down and 15. You have a chance to come back in this game. You need one big stop. You can't get off on 3rd down, especially 3rd and 15. I've never heard that in my fucking life. That you can't get off on that. I mean, that's one of the worst defensive performances I've ever seen in Eagles history. Really, to be honest. It is so bad. I don't know how you don't get off. Josiah Scott is absolutely horrible. I would cut him today. He absolutely blows. He stinks. He's terrible. Why is he covering CeeDee Lamb? Bugs me. It hurts me so much that I wear cowboy stickers on my face today because of this man, Jonathan, the short guy that rides a short school bus, Gannon. Yeah, the man that rides a short school bus. Yeah, that's Gannon for sure. Can't call a scheme to save his life. So yeah, I mean, we can run the division, and we can beat we're the team to beat in NFC East for sure. But Gannon got to work on his shit because he's gonna hold us back for sure. You know what I'm saying? And Lurie decides who is his coaches are. The calls those. Okay, Bobby. All right, man. Bobby does. Bobby, he does. But do you really think he will fire an offense corner if they're running the ball? Can win the games? I don't think Lurie is really a big part of a team decision, man. I think he stepped back. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't, that's shame on Lurie then. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna have my beef with Lurie again. Because it's like, what are you doing? You're costing us team wins. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not gonna say all that. To sit there and say Lurie is really the reason why we lost the Cowboys because he didn't want us to run the football. Yeah, you need to step back and you need to just be a damn owner. Because if that's the case, then shame on you, dude. Did you not learn from the past? Then I would have to go back to, did we learn a lesson? But I think he stepped back. I think he's given Howie Roseman more control. I think he's given the coaches more control. And I think Sirianni and Shane Steichen has the play call, and that if they want to run the ball, they can. They just choose not to. They want to be Mr. Smart One. They want to be the smart one in the room. And that's fine. I mean, they got the power to do that. But I got the power to criticize too. That's why I have a platform on my channel, whether people like it or not. And I think Gannon and Shane Steichen, between those two going back and forth, one time they have a good game, the other one stinks. The one other one stinks, the other one has a good game. We can never be consistent. And we are consistent. We're really good. But his play calling is horrible. Gannon cannot call play to save his scheme is so terrible, it makes my eyes bleed. It's torturous watching his scheme, man. And it's torturous watching sometimes seeing Shane Steichen's scheme. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gannon does have to work on. He has so much to work on, man. You know what I'm saying? First cutting Josiah Scott and getting his ass out of Philadelphia because he's absolutely horrible. I never said that. We were talking about offensive system, pass to run ratio. Lurie won't fire the offensive corner. Lurie cannot fire an offensive corner. That's Howie Roseman's job. And Howie ain't gonna do that. Howie is not gonna fire a guy that's 13-2. The same way he won't fire Jonathan Gannon. They're 13-2, man. If they're 13-2, no one's getting fired, man. The more likely, we gotta hope that Jonathan Gannon is gone next year as a head coach. But I don't think he's gonna get fired. As much as I want him fired, because I think he's absolutely horrible. We gotta see what we do in the playoffs, man. But listen, it's one game. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we can have grief and everything like that. We still got the Saints. I think we can beat the Saints. The Saints are not a world beater. They're nothing like the Dallas Cowboys with so much talent on them. And let's be real, the Cowboys really weren't all that yesterday. We shot ourselves in the foot. Now, giving Dallas respect, But I'm not going to go out on a limb and say that the Dallas Cowboys were an elite team that everybody needs to worry about. No, we just absolutely blow yesterday. We just didn't do our part. You know what I'm saying? So we need to clean shit up, and we need to come back and be more aggressive against the Saints. We need to find ways to make turnovers, and capitalize on those opportunities. Hopefully, you get Jalen Hurts back. That would be huge. You get your number one quarterback back. You know what I'm saying? MVP. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we get Jalen Hurts back. And you know what? We need to do one thing. You know what that is? We play for you. I know Bobby ain't gonna like this, but you know what? I gotta play for him because he's my boy, but he trips sometimes. We gotta do this, man. We definitely got to do this. Hold up, where is it at?
Miles ran really hard today. He had a hell of a game.
What a day for Sanders.
To the 5, into the touchdown goes Miles Sanders. Breaking away is Sanders. 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield.
Sanders breaking tackles.
He played angry. He played with a purpose tonight.
And running with it and scoring. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game.
That's what we needed to do. Whether you like it, Bobby, or not, that's a running back for this year. You know what I'm saying? Our only other loss was against Washington, and we also had 4 turnovers in that game as well. Yeah, but we also gave up high completions versus Dak Prescott, and we also gave up what? 21st for 24. Horrible. So, again, yeah, we could talk about the 4 turnovers. I'm going to talk about the 24/24 completions. This quarterback came in the league known as an interception machine. You get the first turnover, and since then, everything's been downhill. Now, I get it, injuries are piling up, right? You lose Jordan Davis. You lose Maddox. You lose Chauncey Gardner Jr. But at the same time, I need Gannon to pick up his big boy pants, put his belt on, and find ways to create pressure. I don't give a rat's ass who you don't have. You're a defense coordinator. If you cannot adjust, you don't need to be in the league then. I don't give a damn. I'm tired of hearing excuses, but Gannon don't have this guy. Newsflash you. I don't care. Because at the same time, you get paid the big bucks to make adjustments. You get paid the big bucks to be a good defense coordinator. If you can't do that, then maybe you should not be a defense coordinator in the league. And maybe you should not be a Philadelphia Eagles defense coordinator in general. You need to go somewhere like Minnesota, or you need to go back to Indianapolis Colts and being a cornerback coach. Because your whole team is once again a problem because you don't want to adjust. You want to be the guy that doesn't want to give in to you want to do things your way and it's not working. Try something different. If I was Howie Roseman, I walked to Jonathan again and I said, what the fuck was this performance? What are you doing? How are you going to sit there and not convert? How you going to allow someone to convert a third? I never heard that in my life. 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 30, whatever it was. It was unbelievable. It was terrible. It should be a fireable offense if you want to be real. If I was Howard Roseman, you would have been gone. Oh, you want them to convert? They were converting that. Oh, you're gone. I can't have that. You give this guy so much talent, and he blows. He stinks up the joint. We'll see right when I'm going next year. All right, Bobby. I mean, I never said Miles Sanders is going to be back. I said I would take him back. I know Miles Sanders probably won't be back next year. It still hurt me because I like the kid. I like Miles Sanders. I think that Miles Sanders goes somewhere like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Jaguar man, Merry Christmas. Absolutely. Merry Christmas to you, Jaguar man. Thanks for coming on my show. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jaguar man. You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville Jaguars are playing good ball, man. And you know what? Shout out to y'all. You know, you looking good right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all looking really good with Doug Pearson over there. You know? Shout out to the Super Bowl winning head coach for the Eagles, man. Uh um it is what it is, man. We'll see who's there. I never said that Miles Sanders wasn't gonna go anywhere. I mean I think Miles Sanders would definitely be gone next year. I'm prepared for it. But at the same time, if I can bring him back on a cheap deal, I would. Listen, I'm not bringing no free agent running back. I'm not drafting another running back. If I can get my running back, original running back that knows the system, already knows his role, why wouldn't I? And if you're Miles Sanders, would you go somewhere else when you're not going to be able to understand what, like you're going to go somewhere else? For what? What other team is chasing the Super Bowl that's going to want you? Who? The Bills? They don't run the football. The Chiefs? I think they got a running back over there. Who is going to take Miles Sanders? Maybe a crappy team. But you're not going to have the same success in Philadelphia. Promise that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just, I mean, that's my thoughts at the same time. Do I think Miles Sanders will go? I think Miles Sanders will go at the end of the year. Will I hate it? Absolutely. But I'm hoping that somehow, some miracle way, we bring him back on the cheap deal and we keep him long in Philadelphia. Hopefully, he gets a bigger contract in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Because I like Miles Sanders. I think that guy's going to do some great things on somewhere else if we don't keep him, man. You know what I'm saying? I watch players go, like, I watch so many players go, man. It hurts me every time. I can't see Miles Sanders in a new uniform, bro. I really can't. I always look him as a Philadelphia Eagle. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm not going to get mad over it, but it would sting. It would hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Because I like Miles Sanders. I think Miles Sanders is a very good running back, and I think people are just underestimating how good he is for this Eagles team and what he provides. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, yeah, you can talk about the things, the fumbling, the him not hitting the holes, but when he does hit the holes, he's freaking good, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a guy like Washington, you know what I'm saying? If you're a guy like the Giants, and you're losing one of your running backs soon, you might take a look at him and say, "Hey, I'll bring him on a cheap deal and see what he can do." He get to play his former team twice. Why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it is what it is. So definitely, I mean, we got 3 people in the chat. Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate y'all for coming on. Hit that like, subscribe, man. We keep on pushing this content out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We just doing a friendly live stream. We talk about this team. Merry Christmas to y'all. We call this a Christmas night stream. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely gonna do more. Listen, it's one game. It's nothing to panic about. But there's a lot of things we gotta clean up. And it starts with Gannon. It starts with his scheme. It starts with his players being on the same page. It starts with getting rid of Scott because he's horrible. And it starts with also giving Miles Sanders the football. Let him make big plays. Also, I think when you don't have your number one quarterback in it takes away this team and what they can be. Because I'm telling you right now, that chemistry did not look on point yesterday. It didn't look on point yesterday. We looked out of rhythm yesterday. You noticed that our team looked out of rhythm. They didn't look ready to play. You know what I'm saying? And I think part of it is because Mitchell wasn't familiar with this team. It was a short week. You know what I'm saying? You come back from a Sunday game versus the Chicago Bears. And then you play on Saturday at 4:00 p.m. in Dallas. So you really didn't get time to practice. So getting a full practice is huge for a team, especially the Philadelphia Eagles, who got a lot of veteran players over 30. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And stop with the dumbass turnovers. Absolutely. I mean, shit. Yeah. Listen, we got a lot to clean up, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it's just one game. I'm not going to sit there and say the season's a lot of people say the season's over. We're 13-2. I'm not going to say all that. You know what I'm saying? 13-2 does not say our season is over. We got plenty of football ahead, guys. We need one more win. We clinch the division. How's the season over? Because we lost to the Cowboys? They need that win. We really don't need that win. Would it be helpful if we won that game? Absolutely. But they need that win. They need that win to stay alive. If they lost that game, they'd be in deep trouble right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we did get their best. You know what I'm saying? We do get their best. But we also gave it our best with a backup. And I'm not going to sit there and say that Minshew is just a backup. No, I'm not going to say all that. They won fair and square. But I'm going to say this right now. If Jalen Hurts was in this game, the Dallas Cowboys don't win this Christmas Eve. I promise you they don't. And it probably would not be a close game like a lot of people thought it would be with Gardner Minshew. We do destroy this team. I don't think Dak Prescott would have these great plays like he did. I think when you got a Gardner Minshew who's scared in the pocket, let's remember he wasn't legit in the pocket. He looked flustered. He looked out of sync. Some of his throws were out of sometimes they were overthrown. You know what I'm saying? Receivers were going up and making high point catches. Like Devontae Smith made that high point catch, even though that ball was over his head. He went up and got the ball. But you know what I want to talk about the most? And I've been saying this. Shout out to Mitch Kowski. I was saying this last game. Quez Watkins, man. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Sitting him down and letting pass go. I mean, I'm tired of people sitting there saying Quez Watkins, it wasn't his fault. Quez Watkins, the most lazy ass route running receiver I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I thought we got rid of that in Jackson. I mean, in Rager, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's starting to become another Rager, man. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the Quez Watkins that would fight for the football? When you have a chance to fight for the ball, you got to fight for the ball. And your route running is so piss poor. It's mind boggling that they didn't put you on a bench yet. Now I'm not going to say I hate Quez because I like Quez. I think he's very very underrated. But his route running and him not waiting for the ball to come to him instead of going to the ball, gotta stop doing that. You gotta fight for the football. And you gotta go to the ball. When the quarterback needs help, you go to the ball. You don't wait for the ball to come to you. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Quez Watkins is very replaceable. I don't think that we can replace a guy like Smithy or AJ Brown that easy, but we definitely can replace a guy like Quez Watkins. Like I really don't see anything special at Quez Watkins. He's a guy that he's speed, but he doesn't provide the talent that Smithy and AJ Brown does. Like I honestly think if you put Pascal in his situation, 9 times out of 10 we don't have interceptions. Because I think Pascal could be able to run routes and catch the ball when he needs to. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not a fan of Quez Watkins' game so far this year. He's been very very to me disappointing. Let me know. Excuse me. Let me know how y'all feel about that. But I just look at Quez Watkins and I say his route run is so freaking lazy. I mean, even the interception. I mean, that first ball. I mean, you gotta go to the ball, man, and he waits for the ball to come to him. So that's just my thoughts. Tell me how y'all feel about that. That's going to be interesting to take because I know a lot of people are going to sit there and defend him. I expect that. But I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to defend him. His route running needs to be worked on pronto because it's affecting this team so much. You look at Devontae Smith's route running. Look at A.J. Brown's route running. They break the routes and they come back and they look for the football and they make the catch. Quez Watkins, when he breaks his route, he doesn't look for the football. You know what I'm saying? He gets 25% effort instead of 110. You know what I'm saying? Duke Ballers, I appreciate it, man. Even though I freaking despise it, I appreciate it. Shout out to you, man. Definitely shout out to you. Duke Ballers, the great Duke Ballers. Definitely go subscribe to his channel. Definitely one of the great Cowboys content creators. Does a lot of videos, talks about his team. Definitely go subscribe to him. The great Duke Ballers. Y'all go check him out. You won't regret it. He's a great content creator. One of like I say, he's a great channel. Does a lot of great YouTube for the Cowboys. Definitely go check him out. One of the realest, in my opinion. Talks about his team. Talks about the good or bad. Yeah, you don't want to regret it. Definitely go subscribe to him. And thanks for coming on, my man. Gannon gave up a 3rd and 18. That was 3rd and 18. Excuse me. I said 3rd and 15. 3rd and 18. Yeah, that's freaking trash. He absolutely needs a pink slip. He needs a pink slip, a purple slip, a blue slip, whatever slip he needs in that Howard Roseman gives. He needs one of all those three because that was bad. I mean, you allowed a 3rd-and-18 to be converted to T.Y. Hilton, a guy that just been activated yesterday. A 31-year-old should not be burning you like that, especially the size guy. I mean, get this dude off the field. I mean, he's absolutely horrible. I don't know how he's still in this league. I really don't. I don't know how he made this roster. He made it for luck. I don't know if they felt bad for him, but he stinks and he's horrible. And every time I watch him get torched, I just want to vomit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this again. If we can't get Fangio, if we can get Fangio, get him. Well, Fangio is supposed to be the guy that's helping Jonathan Gannon. He's still in his building. I'm saying I want Fangio. I think Fangio will be the guy that we definitely go for. But I'm all for getting the guy like the Miami Dolphins defense coordinator Brian Flores. I'm all for getting him next year. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Gannon walks. I'm all for getting another defense coordinator. Listen, you know what I'm saying? We got one more year to put up with Gannon. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to be upset with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think we will lose a lot of players if we don't get a Super Bowl this year. But you know what? It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, it costs us a game that we know that he's going to be gone next year. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. However, Devontae Smith reached 1K totally. Devontae Smith's a star, man. Devontae Smith is an absolute star. Did you see that celebration? As much as we lost, that celebration where he kicked the door down, stole all the salvation gifts. That was I ain't gonna lie, that was savage. I like that. And people talk about, oh, he's a shitty person. Come on, man. It's rivals, bro. It's rivals. Come on, man. You're not going to sit there and tell me that no Cowboy player would ever do that to the Philadelphia Eagles. Come on, man. It's rivals. We know the rivalry. We know how competitive it gets. Some of these fan bases are so freaking snowflakes. Like, get over it. It's supposed to be fun and entertaining. If you can't stand a joke, and if you're one of those people that cringes every time someone does something that you don't like, then you got an issue. It's supposed to be fun in games. He didn't steal his people's presents out to Salvation Army for real. He didn't go in there and steal people's money. He didn't pull a gun on fans. He didn't rob a bank. He was being funny. Some of these fan base, man, they talk about he's a thug. Oh, the one guy said in the comment, which was so racist that, and you know, that's how you know some people just, you know, the comments are just ridiculous. Talk about, typical black. What's that supposed to mean? Since Brett Favre literally robbed people in Salvation Army, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. He literally robbed people. Come on, man. It's sad. It's sad that we can't have fun in the league anymore because everybody's so sensitive. It's not like he pulled out. Was it probably irritating for Cowboy fans to watch that? Yeah. Guess what? You're a rivals, man. I'm not supposed to like you, and I like when my receiver has some savage in him. I love it. I endure it. When AJ Brown took the belt and whooped the freaking the goalpost, I thought that was savage. Saying why Devontae Smith kicked down the door and pretended to steal at the Salvation Army. Why isn't that funny? It's a rival. If you can't like it, then you're probably one of them little miserable people that I don't like. That's always miserable at everything that someone does, man. Go get a life, go get a job, go do something productive, and you don't got to see it. But I thought Devontae Smith's celebration was awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Devontae Smith, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Devontae Smith is a freaking beast, man. His route run is so freaking underrated, man. Like, his route run is so crisp. It's like he breaks in his route so much. And you know what? I'm glad him and AJ Brown are going to be here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are going to grow together, and I love this receiving core. You know what I'm saying? Now, Quez, he can get replaced. Anytime we can get another Quez Watkins. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not a fan of Quez. But Devontae and A.J. Brown, come on, man. Skinny Batman and you know, we really know Skinny Batman. And what's the other one? I forget the other one. I don't think he's even bulk Batman or whatever he's called. The Batman that everybody calls him. I call him the Hulk. AJ Brown's like the Hulk, man. He has super strength. He goes up and gets the ball. Call him Thing from Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying? The man has some superpowers, man, because the way he goes up and gets the ball, man, it's crazy. Supposedly Fangio is going to join Sean Payton's staff next season when he comes back. Man, well that sucks. Oh well. Oh well. I'm going to say this again. Can we get Fangio? Get him. What's up, Reaper Talon? Thanks for coming on the stream, man. We're just talking football. Yeah, man, but like I said, man, I think that we got two legit stars on this team, man. Devontae and AJ Brown. What a steal by Howard Roseman. To wait up and go get AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're a Tennessee Titans fan, watching AJ Brown on the Philadelphia Eagles gotta make you freaking sick. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude right here. I mean, we always gonna play this as long as AJ Brown's a Philadelphia Eagle. You know what I'm saying? Because we know how important this is. We know how important this was. Where's that? You know what I'm saying? We really know how important it was. There you go. So yeah, we already know how important AJ Brown was for the Philadelphia Eagles, and the way we got him, you add him with Devontae. Devontae and AJ Brown are one of the best receiving core in the league, man. I don't care about Miami. You know what I'm saying? Miami's nice. But give me Devontae and AJ. Let's see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? We can do damage. We can really kill teams with that team. You know, I have so much confidence in my offense more than my defense. It's funny. I have more confidence in my offense winning games than I do with my defense. And it shouldn't be that way, but it is. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So yeah, supposedly, yeah, I read that. Yeah, man, we got a lot to discuss. Obviously, we got the Saints. More videos going to be dropping. I don't know the scenarios with Vontae Max. Hopefully, he's good. You know, he's on a walking boot. Hopefully, it's not serious because usually when walking boot is serious to note. But listen, man, you know, at the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be just fine, man. All this shit that I'm talking about, listen, no one's going to even notice next week. I'm telling you right now, the Eagles are going to go in this Saints game and they're going to blow them out. We're going to be like, what happened to this team last week? And they're going to say, oh, it was just nothing. We're going to forget about it. You know, Gannon's going to be on point. You know, maybe Josiah Scott will play better. Josiah Scott going to play better. But anyway, no, I mean, you know, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We got one more game. I heard Jalen Hurts supposed to be back in this game. Please let Jalen Hurts come back. Because Jalen Hurts with this team is so much better than with Minshew. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not a fan of Minshew. I don't like this game that much. I'd rather have Jalen Hurts as a starting quarterback. I think Jalen Hurts is the guy that can lead this team and lead his troops to a Super Bowl. And with the Jalen Hurts, I trust. I'd rather take Jalen Hurts with this team than Minshew. Jalen Hurts can bring this team back. He's a leader, man. You know what I'm saying? The way he's able to lead his team, the way he's able to play for one another. Even when he was on a silent, did you see how supportive he was? That's a winner, man. That's a winning quarterback. Even though he's out on the field, he's still trying to help Mitchell out. You know what I'm saying? Despite to me, his horrible performance. You know, so he was the reason part of it why we lost this game. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to put all of it on him because mostly it was Gannon, but he's mostly, I would say, 25% off why we lost this game. You know what I'm saying? He was just flustered. He wasn't prepared. And it looked like he was scared a lot of times. He looked scared in the pocket. He looked like he didn't want to get hit. You know what I'm saying? As my guy on Twitter says, you're not a fucking in his words, in the quote, his words. You're a football player, not a fucking ballerina. Throw the ball and get hit like a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I agree with that? I don't know. But at the same time, I like the sound of it. So I'm going to use it at the same time. But anyway, it is what it is. Y'all have a great one. Have a Merry Christmas. You already know. So it's fly, good fly. And see y'all again. More live stream videos coming up. Peace.